Hello all, Jeff here with a new video back on ACC, this time on PC, because as you may have known from my recent streams, I do have a good PC to do some more PC sim racing from now on. Anyway, this is race 1 of the 2021 Logitech McLaren G Challenge. As you may know, I was in the Asia Pacific Grand Final last year, but that was on Project Cars 2. Now there's 3 categories you can enter. There's stock car, which is the Chevrolet NASCAR on iRacing. There's open wheel, which is the fictional Dallara IR01, also on iRacing. And you've also got the sports car division, which is what you're seeing here, the McLaren 720S on ACC. Now, I did compete in all 3. We'll try to compete in all 3 races. The NASCAR race, iRacing will load up in qualifying, and as a result, I missed out on racing altogether, which was a dead set shame because I felt somewhat confident in the stock car, but what can you do there? The Dallara IR01, I was doing, because this is typical iRacing noob speaking, I was doing the GT Sport strat of revving the engine before the start to burn off any fuel you don't need. Well, I blew the engine up, so didn't actually make a start there. So this is my one and only race of the day where I'm going to actually race, and I was actually confident with the car, like with consistency and stuff like that. But the thing is, the top guys here were doing 2 minute 16s around Spa. In the time trial I did a 17.6, but then I was after hours of sweating. So as you can see, I've already done a 17.9, which by my standards is not bad at all, but as you can see, I'm way down lower in the pack, so a hell of a lot of work here to do. As you can see, I did get a bit of a slide out of X curve before, so as you can see, I'm kind of on my par, around about my best time in this qualifying session. It was a 10-minute session, so not much time at all. But as we brake hard in the bus stop, I know the top guys were braking a bit later, but anyway, that was cleanish by my stands out of the bus stop. Let's see what time we can do. It's going to be in the 17s. It would be a 17.8 and 17th on the grid. So let's get to the start of this thing. As you can see, we're starting on the old pit straight, so you've got to be wary of the car beside you when you go through Eau Rouge Raidillon. Anyway, here we go, and we've already got some carnage. Someone has been given the punt at Raidillon, so it's all happening already. I mean, just imagine if we were starting before La Source. That probably could have been even, there probably would have been even more cars involved, but then again, this is a high-speed section. As you can see, we're still 17, so we kept our nose clean as we go into the Kemmel Straight. Anyway, we go in here, and we've got even more carnage here. There's a few cars being punted off, and oh, hello. And someone just gives me the shove, old mate Moreno, whatever. Someone's in the sand. So it's all happening here. That's what happens when you qualify further down back in the grid. Sometimes you can get involved in all of this mess. Luckily, at this stage, we've gotten away with it. As we're too wide in the X curve, I thought, well, I'll just let this guy go. And, you know, it's killed my momentum as we head to Poulan. I'll get a wheel or two on the grass. Just going to the left-hander. Oh, I've been given the punt. In the same sense, I did brake way too early, and old mate behind has been cleaned up as a result of my little mistake. No malice, no intent whatsoever. He was just an innocent bystander of that incident. But yeah, I mean, Chua did apologise for hitting me like after the race, which was very good of him. I did say, look, all good mate, I felt I did brake too early, but yeah, what can you do there? You know, a very eventful start to this race. I mean, the top guys will just be running away, which is fair enough, but as you can see, warning for track limits, make sure we don't do that too often, or there could be disqualification on the cards, so we'll just have to keep that in mind. But let's have a look back at the replay. So 25 hits the 5. The 5 did get on the curb at Raidillon, which unsettled him. But later on is a battle between the 16 and the 19. The 19 shoves the 16 off, and the 22 behind him is involved as well. So, and he punts off the 25. So that's interesting. And this is from the 16th point of view. He gets 2 taps there. So yeah, there you go. And here is the 25's point of view getting shoved off the track. So here we go. Ooh, hello. No, it wasn't the 25 that got shoved off in the sand. It was the 29 car, but the 19 and the 25 would end up getting penalties as a result of all that. But we've got a yellow flag here because someone has messed it up at the bus stop. Look on the right, it's a Leaf. For those who don't know who a Leaf is, he was the 2019 Asia Pacific champion of the Logitech G Challenge. So we've got a fight on our hands here, boys and girls, because we're gonna have to fight for every single position here because we got someone behind me who is very, very quick. So yeah, let's see what happens there. But again, we'll show you what happened to a Leaf. So the number 4 car behind a Leaf has got the benefit of the slipstream. He's going to make the move around the outside of the bus stop. A Leaf just gets too much power down to the ground. That's all that was, just a simple error. But we'll progress to later on in the race. So Farid, who is in front, is just going to overshoot La Source, and we've got a chance of getting by him. But look, there's no point because he actually got a good run out of La Source as a result. As you can see, stop and go clear for number 26. That is Kyle Madden, aka THR Madsey, was going to make it to the regional final of the Logitech G Challenge 2019, but he disconnected in the last race while leading. As a result, he didn't have enough points to make it. Last year, Madsey and myself couldn't get off each other in the grand final for Asia Pacific. Anyway, hard on the brakes, into let go. We almost pumped Farid, and it's just killed my momentum. A Leaf is going to think about having a go at me. We're too wide out of the cone here, but he's going to back off. So, good respect there. I was half expecting him to just go for the dive and just run away. So, it just, getting my racecraft back is key here, especially since I haven't done esports since the Porsche Cup on Forza, since last year's Logitech G Challenge, my mistake. So, we've weathered the storm there. And while we did do our best lap just then, we've got a Leaf right behind. So, just a case of defense. He got really close to me there at La Source, so we just got to keep an eye on him here, especially since he's going to get the slipstream coming off Radeon. So he's definitely going to have the better run here. There's nothing we can do here. So, it's just a case of what do you do? Do you just take the normal racing line into the lead cone and hope to keep your position? Or do you go for the extra defensive approach, which I'm going to do here? But a Leaf, he sees the opening, and we're going to go too wide here into the lead cone, and the issue is he's going to have the much better run. So I was probably better off just taking the racing line and just battling as we were before. But anyway, a Leaf is by. However, there is a mad pack in front of us, so if there's any mess, we could end up getting by a Leaf again. So we just, play it by ear, see what happens, and go from there. As you can see, look at this mad pack. If we had like an incident like the start where people are punting each other off, there may be the chance we could get by a Leaf again. Anyway, Farid and a Leaf, they're going to have a good battle here. We almost got by Farid before, but we just dropped off a little bit. And as you can see, we're too wide, so I was really brave. Obviously, that's not going to happen because you shut the door. But if I thought about going around the outside of Fangame, maybe that could have worked, but it could have ended in tears as well. So while we are just dropping off ever so slightly, you just never know what's going to happen here, because as you can see, a Leaf is going to have a run on Farid, and it could be the case where they could be, say, too wide through Longchamp and the bus stop. So we'll just see what happens, just bide our time. So look, there's 2 minutes to go, so there's 1 lap to go after this. So, just keep your nose clean as much as you can. Obviously go for the dive if it's on. Anyway, a Leaf goes around the outside of the bus stop. Who's going to come out on top here? Farid, a Leaf, there's a little bit of contact, but it didn't hurt each other at all. And we didn't quite get the run on Farid, unfortunately. There was a few taps there, so it's off for young and old. There was a tap there. As we go into La Source, who's going to win out here? Is it going to be a Leaf or Farid? And Farid's they're actually showing a lot of respect here, which is surprising. But anyway, here we go. Eau Rouge, Radeon. Who's going to come out on top? It's Webber and Alonso all over again. Alif's going to make the move, stick for a lead, loses his momentum on the curb, and we're just going to forcefully shut the door on him. So, yeah, we end up making the move stick. So it was track limit warning. I don't know what it was for. Maybe we probably cut the exit of Radion. That would be why. Fellini almost hits me from behind. Almost gave me a bit of payback. Although I never hit him before. So we've done the same thing to each other. But we've gone by for a lead. Unfortunately, a lead may be out of reach unless there's trouble ahead. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case, so we would end up finishing 16th. We did gain 1 place because we were 17th, but because of the penalties from the start, we would end up being classified as 15th. But the 3 that have gone through to the regional semi-finals are Bokita, O'Hara, and Molana. Now, fortunately for me, there's 4 more of these to come later in the year, but all 3 categories, so we've got plenty of opportunities to make the semi-finals. We're definitely going to have to put in a lot of work, but that was a good fun race regardless. But if you did like that video, I'd appreciate if you hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if you did want to see more of my content, maybe consider subscribing and tapping the notification icon. Anyway, this is Jeff here. Happy racing, cheers, and goodbye.